I'm just still messing around here. I think I'm getting somewhat close, though.
Okay. So we are joined with Tom Nguyen and Dan Dahl, and we're going to be drawing Batman tonight. How fun.
Batman-related characters. Oh, sorry about that.
Dan, are you sawing into paper or sawing into wood?
I can see there's a major delay here.
Oh, with where you're at or on YouTube?
I'm just looking at the screen.
Oh yeah. There's a huge delay on YouTube's end.
Yes, if I was drawing on wood.
Yeah, it sounds like you're carving something.
Am I all loud like that?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I don't care. It's fine. I was making a poor joke. That has ruined your confidence tonight.
Yeah, you're screwing me over, man. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Let me. Maybe there's a way I can turn down the volume.
No, you're good. You're good. Shut up. Just keep doing it.
I'm not drawing Batman. I'm drawing Azrael.
What?
Should I do the Azrael version of Batman? I mean, that's
sort of like the night that I did the Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Oh, see, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought. Or we draw Batman. This can be Batman too.
You do whatever you want, man. If it's Batman related, go for it.
Batman.
I thought it was going to be just related to
you. No, yeah,
it's your show, and I'll just draw Batman. It's just a.
No,
I'll draw. Yeah, like you said.
Draw Azrael.
Batman.
Draw Azrael Batman.
Azrael Batman. Which I don't think I've ever really drawn him. I think he's really cool.
Yeah, I pulled out my trade of the Azrael trade that I've got. Just happened to be cleaning and found that today.
Yeah, like
this one.
Oh yeah. See, that's how I view Azrael in my head, like with
big
that outfit.
Big and clunky like that.
Yeah, his gloves are way too big though. It's
that was the 90s, man. That was the best.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to draw it today, I don't know. I do like the outfit. I just think the gloves are kind of clunky looking to me.
Like he was a goalie.
Yeah, like he's Hellboy on both hands.
There's another book I was looking at today too.
You should be doing the Azrael Batman. And I gotta find reference for this guy. But I remember when Azrael Batman came out. I mean, I wasn't reading Batman, but I like Batman from the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't into the idea of somebody else taking over for, Bruce Wayne.
While he was crippled.
Just at all.
I never really got into the Azrael stuff when I was younger.
Yeah, me neither. But I feel like now it's cool because it is very 90s. And
I mean, when was the last time he even appeared anywhere?
Well, he's been popping up recently. When they redid everything a few years ago, he popped up. I think he was like one of the antagonists in like one of the books.
Is my kid?
Yeah, oh my gosh! Like, is there a murder house going on?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. We should just have my mic off.
No.
Nowadays.
I promise.
But he's eating in the other room. I guess it's not going too good.
And since my camera's kind of fixed, I'll occasionally bring it up close so you guys can see a little better. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, like that. So it's a little blurry. There we go. That's a little good. It's a little better. Okay. Maybe can you tilt it the other way? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's still blurry. It's like the lights reflecting too much on it.
Film camera sucks. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's a very light sketch anyway. It's just a layout. But,
Oh, at least you don't have a kid crying in the background.
no, but I got a very loud dog. Well, not loud, but likes to full of energy.
Does she bark a lot?
No, but
No?
yeah, she'll help like spaz out and likes to run in the apartment sometimes, and then she'll tire out easily, and then we'll sleep for like an hour, and then wake up and it's the same song and dance.
Are you finding yourself annoyed with her yet?
No, it's it's a nice distraction for this stuff. I almost said the word.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say the word.
I didn't. Hopefully this is coming through a little bit better now that I'm going in with ink.
Yes. So Tom,
Yeah.
when what's your history with Batman?
My history with Batman. I feel funny like talking in a serious way. I worked on Batman, and pretty much my run with the regular Batman title was 2005, and that was basically the entire, from what I can remember, basically the red under the Red Hood storyline. So that was a good timing to be working on Batman. And then, before that, I was on JLA for like a couple of years before I was, the regular inker on Batman. So that was my history. And then, Batman would make occasional appearances on, I don't know, whatever book I was working on. But in a professional sense, a lot of my career is tied to Batman. So I guess that's a good thing. I mean, there are worse things, I guess, or less prolific things in a freelance artist's comic book endeavors, right? So I kind of left that there. I think with Batman and the Green Lantern stuff, I mean, without it, I don't even think I could last this long, freelance in the business. I mean, those are pretty much the names in my work that has gotten me sustainable to this day, as far as just being able to book appearances and get work in other areas. So I'm really thankful for my experience on Batman for sure. Working with Doug Menke certainly doesn't hurt either. So.
Yeah, no. Doug wrapped up working on Batman with Detective.
Yep.
Plus, you inked over Pat Gleason on his Batman run.
Oh yeah, I did. No, I wasn't the regular inker. I only helped
Right.
out a couple times. But Mick Gray,
Yep.
really nice guy. He was the regular inker, and I just kind of jumped in. I helped on a few pages here and there for that. I think that was Detective, wasn't it? You would know that.
That was Batman and Robin.
Okay. And then Batman and Robin, and then Robin, Son of Batman. I inked a few things. And I suppose I can mention Catwoman, right? I had a pretty good year run on Catwoman.
Yeah, over Pat Olaf.
Yep, with Pat Olaf. Yeah, he's really lucky. Another great artist, and I'm just fortunate to work with in my career, and super nice guy. And that was a really good run. It's funny as I work on different runs throughout my career. Um, my sketch and commission requests kind of reflect what book I'm on. So I just remember that year, doing nothing but it seemed like Catwoman head sketches and commissions. Kind of followed the trend.
Yeah, you worked on the Red Hood story. Did you ever meet Judd Winnick? How do you say his name?
You know what? Not in person, but we have like kind of communicated online on Facebook. So we follow each other on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
Instagram, I mean. So I
So
think
online you've met him, basically.
yeah, I met him online, but not in person yet. I hope to someday. So it's kind of cool. I remember watching him on MTV when he was in the first Real World, San Francisco, I believe. So it's really interesting. Like I'm always kind of amazed on like people who's my path crossing with others that I never ever would have thought about, in my life. Like when I was a teenager watching him on MTV, I mean, who would have thought as a teenager that I'd actually be working with him, like an actual partner.
Yeah, that is really weird.
But life is strange that way. I mean, it's kind of like the same way, like with my photography. Whoever thought I would get to photograph some of these celebrities, some of these models and stuff. Never ever would have thought it back in the day, but I lucked out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if if we mentioned in a previous episode, but do you get asked to draw Red Hood a lot?
Red Hood, yes, I do. I think I get asked to draw Red Hood even more nowadays than I did back when I worked on it. Because when I worked on it, I just kind of treated it like a job. I didn't think it was going to blow up. Never saw that coming. So, thanks to the animated movie and its popularity and stuff like that. I mean, really, as far as royalties is concerned, that Red Hood storyline has done more for me than like any other title I've worked on.
Yeah, I remember reading it as it was coming out.
So,
I was working at Schindler's back in the day, and
oh, cool, man! Thanks.
Yeah, it was awesome being able to read all those, and it was a really cool story and everything, and the art, obviously.
Yeah, it was fun to ink. I'll retell or I'll go into more detail about the story maybe on my YouTube channel when I coronavirus. Like I should probably. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, I suppose with the situation, I'm not saying anything bad.
We're sorry, YouTube gods.
Well, let's just scrap it, guys. See you next week.
Sorry, guys. Peace.
Restart video. I just restart right away.
Well, with the situation, I'm just making light of, maybe I could start it up again. My frequently asked questions. But one interesting story when I was working on Under the Red Hood was I enlisted an assistant to kind of help me. We were under deadline crunch. I mean, what's new, right?
Yeah.
I remember we did one issue, literally in 1 week, an entire issue inking.
Dang.
So he spent a week at my house, and I paid him to help me out. But he spent a week at my house, and we got up at 6 a.m. every day, worked until at least midnight, and we did 3 pages a day flat for a week until we, finished the book.
That's incredible that you paid your assistant.
That's right. Well, He did a little bit more than you. Than
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I buy you a lot of meals, man,
you do.
and I don't regret it. I mean, it was worth it.
It's totally worth it. You know how to treat somebody.
I do the best I can.
I'm-
Best that I can afford.
I'm starting to get jealous of Lana now.
Yeah.
Why? Because I
She
have
has a yeah. I know how nice you can provide.
well, with her, I don't have a choice.
Oh,
Okay, I'm almost done with this.
what?
Just gonna fill in some blacks here. Here's where I am, if you guys can see.
Oh, is that for me?
This is probably one of my sketch cards that I have to send out to all those people that shared my Nikola Tesla thing. Still,
I shared your Nikola Tesla. You know that Two Face is my favorite.
Oh, you did share my Nikola Tesla, didn't you?
I did.
All right, this is yours. Then.
Yes. See how that works, Dan? Did you share the Nikola Tesla?
I'm not even sure what we're really talking about.
Then that's a no.
That's a sweet card, though. Did you? I didn't see. You didn't do all that just now, right? Or did you
Yeah,
just ink it all, or what?
Pencil on me. Pay attention, man.
Trying to draw this thing. I've never drawn this version of Batman before. His gauntlet is something else. Heck, if I know what's going on there.
I don't
I've
even
been
think
trying
I've
to
ever-
decipher it for a while.
I don't think I've ever even drawn Azrael in my life. Now that I think about it.
I think he's like my favorite version of Batman now, even though I've never read those original comics. I just think he looks really cool.
Who's your favorite Batman artist?
Are you talking to me?
Everybody.
I'll let Dan go. I've done enough talking. Dan,
All
you
right.
go.
Doug Mankey, actually.
All right. Mine too. But I'm kind of biased.
He is the best.
choice. Good choice, Dan.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's the first one that came to mind. Actually, I've followed I have like the Batman black and white book. That's excellent. Like everybody did a little something on there. You get to see a lot of different styles of Batman
Yeah.
by a lot of artists I really admire. Frank Miller. You gotta love the original Dark Knight book.
Hey Dan, speaking of Doug Mankey and black and white.
You got the statue.
Yeah.
That was my
you
guess.
have a statue?
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
The box is pretty big, but there's an image of the statue on the back of the box.
How much is that?
That was it was under 100.
It was
I'll put it
under 100.
under 100.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I liked David Finch's run.
Yeah.
Some of his runs. I liked Frank Quitely and Grant Morrison. I like Tony Daniels stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, every great, every artist has touched Batman.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick someone other than Doug, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, Jim Lee's run was fun.
Yeah.
Is fun stuff, great stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but definitely Doug. Can't go wrong with Doug. Okay.
How about you, Jeremy?
I'm a big Norm Brayfogle fan.
Oh yeah, he was the '90s guy.
80s.
'80s. Oh,
Okay, I'm done. Can you guys see this?
Let's see. Yeah, there you go.
This is yours, Jeremy. I'll say.
Thanks, man. I'll add that to the collection of Tom mementos. Sorry, whoever I stole that from.
Okay, on to the next one.
Oh, you're doing a bunch of them tonight, are you?
I'll try to do 3 before we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm liking this Batman more and more as I draw him. Can we just go back to the 90s already?
It's a good time, man. I kind of feel bad for the people that didn't grow up in the late 80s and the 90s and stuff.
Yeah, those were the good times.
I don't. That's more for us to enjoy.
Oh, let's see here. Maybe I'll do a Catwoman just for you, I guess. And I'll throw this up closer. It's just that I sketch so light in the pencil, I can't pick it up anyway. So. What you guys got going on for the weekend?
Oh,
Drawing?
Going out, night on the town, having a great time.
Yeah, I was gonna go to a couple of movies and
hit up everything. Thinking about going to like an AMC.
AMC. Yeah. I was just reading about AMC. You bastard.
As long as Marcus, I love that Marcus Theaters in Rosemount.
Oh, okay. Well, because you're in Apple Valley.
Yeah.
We have a Marcus Theaters right here in Hastings, and I have that card to where, I have their frequent loyalty card or whatever you call it, and then I love it because Tuesdays it's like $5 a ticket.
So you actually you like to go see movies then if you have that ticket?
I mean, if I have time, I really don't see movies all too often, but if there's something that's interesting, yeah, absolutely. We should catch a movie sometime.
Yeah, I'm down. Maybe tomorrow night.
Jeez.
Well, after dinner at Old Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. Did I tell you guys I saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
No. How bad was it?
It was bad. It was really bad. I give it like a D minus, maybe an F.
Oh, I never even saw Jay and Silent Bob.
I actually liked the first one. I thought the first one was funny enough.
First Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah, Strike Back or whatever it's called. But this one is just, it's like he forgot to write jokes and like funny scenes, like each scene just kind of moves the plot forward, but isn't fun or anything, it's just, I don't know, not the best comedy I've seen. It's just, hate to say it.
Where'd you see that? Did you?
It was on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So it's on there.
I don't know how Amazon works. Did you have to pay to watch it?
No. Here's an advertisement for Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I've got Amazon Prime. So basically, it's like
exactly.
$10 a month.
I pay a yearly, and then we get a lot of deliveries are free.
Yep.
And that's a big deal because we buy a lot through them. And you also get Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah.
That's
for free. So it's a streaming service, not like, it's not the best. It's not
like Netflix. It's got different stuff than Netflix.
It has some occasionally really good stuff. Like I haven't finished it yet, but The Boys.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And it's got a show that I hear has some really good What they call it? Hunters.
Plug. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good storyboarding, is what I hear. So
I hear they got one of the best storyboarders in the world.
something like that. I hear it's just a beautiful, movie. Thanks to them,
He used to work in the shitty comics industry. Anyway, here's my pencil sketch. If you guys can see it.
Let's focus on that. All right.
So I'm going to ink it now.
So when you and Doug got the job on Batman, do you remember your reaction to that, or?
No, it really wasn't anything, because we were done with JL Elite. So after JLA, we did JL Elite. It was a 12-issue maxi series.
Yep.
So then, I just remember, even as we were approaching issue 11 or 12 at the end of the run, I just was talking to Doug on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, I think afterwards, I think we're just they're gonna move us on to Batman." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So that it was just as nonchalant as that. I wish I had a cooler story than that, but that's how I remember it.
You weren't excited at all? You're just kind of like, yeah.
I think we were more just kind of thankful that we, continued working. We got a gig. So, yeah, it was cool, but you know me, I'm not like super fanboy about it or anything. We're just kind of happy that we have more work and we were a regular team, so it means it was work for a little while, at least. And it's good for anything that we worked on one of the biggest storylines in the history of Batman. I think if I were to go back in time now, and then we got that gig, I would actually be much more excited about it than I was. I would appreciate it a lot more. I think back then I just kind of took things for granted. So
I took a break from comics like right when that was coming out.
Oh yeah.
So I got that first issue, which thank God I did, because now it's a pain in the ass just to pay for that thing. And then I think I got 2 issues after that.
Yeah, I have the first issue right here. I have like 1 issue left because here's a funny story. I ended up giving away just about all of my comps of that issue to like neighborhood kids and friends. It was like Batman 635 or something like that. Not even realize how hard it is to find, and like what an important issue that would be. So I'm like kicking myself in the foot as I found out like people are selling like slabbed and graded, like decently graded copies for like $400 on eBay.
Yeah, like the one copy I got from you was all beat up.
Oh yeah. So then I went through all of my comps when I found that out. I'm like, holy crap! I'll just sign these myself. And I couldn't find a single one, and then all of a sudden I found one that was in good condition. I have it like framed. I'm wondering, should I hang on to this?
Yes.
It's like shit hasn't hit the fan quite yet financially, so maybe I'll hang on to it for a while.
You guys find anything difficult about drawing Batman?
No. Probably the easiest thing to draw for me. Freaking draw that guy in my sleep. I'm drawing so much of him. I guess, the drawing Batman for me isn't difficult, but it's more like just trying to find new ways to draw him and new poses.
Yeah, I was having trouble with the pose last night.
What was that?
I was having trouble deciding what pose I wanted to give him last night.
Yeah, he's always like you can only draw him like brooding and standing on top of a gargoyle building so many times.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, everything's been done at this point to.
so cliche. And what who's even worse, in my opinion, is the Joker.
Yes.
Like for once, I want to see a really cool Joker pinup drawing or fan art that doesn't involve the words ha ha ha.
What about he?
Oh, I'll let that go. That's but seriously, that or his little his little joke gun that he shoots at with that pop out little banner.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Joker.
He's a little overdone. I don't mind Joker if he's done in a cool way, kind of like Jared Leto's Joker, super cool.
Yeah.
Eh.
You like Batman with long ears or short ears?
I used to be a very long ear advocate when I was a kid, but for some reason, now in my adult life, I kind of prefer the short ears now. I don't know why. It's kind of changed.
Yeah, I'm a long hair guy. Maybe not Kelly Jones long, but
Yeah.
I understand the short ears though. Like I get it.
No, I like them both, but I guess if I had to pick one right now, I prefer at least drawing the short ears. But it never used to be that way. I could change again.
Did you guys ever watch the old Batman show?
Of course.
I used to be into that when I was a kid.
I used to be
Just,
into that when I was a kid, but that's when I was a kid and I was dumb. Didn't know that.
Yeah. I just needed more Batman, and that's all
Yeah,
there
I mean,
was.
well, I totally get it because I was the same way with the old Superman stuff. Like even the black and white George Reeves Superman.
Yeah, and like
Really, when I was a kid, like the Christopher Reeves Superman, I mean that was already out, and that was like to me that was Superman when I was a kid, Christopher Reeves, and then it's like when the TV show Superman came on, like I didn't know it better. It's like, well, I know this is supposed to be Superman, and I'll watch it just because it's Superman, but this ain't my Superman. This looks like a grandpa. I knew there was something totally off about the George Reeves Superman that I just could not get into as a kid. But I watched it anyway, like I said, because it's Superman.
I really like the old Superman Max Fleischer cartoons.
Yep.
I love
I remember watching
those.
some of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I really like those a lot.
It was one of my first DVDs I ever bought.
You might have brought those over. Did you bring those over to my house a long time ago?
I don't know. I don't know if I ever brought those ones.
Or did you bring like the old TV show ones?
The old Batman, or
Oh, mate, was it Batman?
I don't remember. Well, because the old '66 show I've got it on Blu-ray.
No, but these are like really old black and white Batman.
Oh yes, with Dr. Deca.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Dr. Daka?
It's like super bad, like Asian stereotype.
Yeah, it's,
I wonder, did I just get a warning for my? Hang on a second here. Well, I got a 2% here. Hang on, let me try to plug in the battery here. Here's where I'm at, just in case.
very nice.
Jeremy, are you long ears or short ears? I don't. Oh, yeah, you're short ears.
I'm short ears.
Like it gives it more of a. How do I don't know. He looks a little bit more.
Intimidating.
Yeah, it's more physical. More like he has him short for tactical. I don't know. Just more of that. Frank Miller.
Yeah, because like the Kelly Jones, those massive ears that he does, I like those, but I think it only works on when Kelly is doing them.
Yeah, his are very
Ridiculous.
long.
And then there were two. He'll be back. I hope. There we go. There you are.
Sorry, guys. I think my phone just about died as I was reconnecting the battery or something. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Do we even have any viewers tonight?
We have two. I know one of them is me.
That means it's just us.
Wow, there's two of them. And I'm pretty sure I know who the second one is.
No one's asking any questions.
Have you had a chance to use these microns yet, Tom? The PNs? That one that you had a whole box full of them?
I don't think so. I've been having so much fun with these new Pigma professional brush pens. They are like my favorite pens of all time to ink now.
Nice.
And it's made by the same company, so you get very similar ink quality. But I just like how, there's three sizes: a medium, a fine, and a big brushy size. So I just like, I don't know, I just like how they spread and everything, and the flexibility you get with them, almost like a brush.
Do you have a favorite Batman movie
Well, I'm a big fan of the Dark Knight trilogy. But my favorite movie version Batman is the Ben Affleck version.
Yes.
And it's a shame that he's not Batman again in mine.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think his
sad.
movie costume is the best. Like I don't think the upcoming The Batman by Matt Reeves is going to top it by any means.
No.
But, the apologists will say, yeah, but it's supposed to be Batman starting out. Like they're already making excuses for it. What about you, Dan?
My favorite Batman is Keaton.
Yeah, Keaton's pretty awesome.
I don't know if maybe those are my favorite movies, Batman movies too, but it's so hard because those Dark Knight movies are amazing. Like, I even like Dark Knight Rises a lot. I know I'm one of the few people that do, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I like the entire trilogy.
I thought Bane was probably one of the better comic book villains in the movies that we've had in a while. I mean, or that I can think of. Yeah, I thought Bane was cool. I mean, he won.
He did.
For a while there.
I do like The Dark Knight. My first Batman movie I saw in the theater, though, was Batman and Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I find that movie unwatchable now. Even like,
oh, come on.
I can only get to like the end of the first. Hardly make it to the end of that scene where they're at the art gallery and everything's getting frozen.
You can't even like get past like, the first 5 minutes of that movie then.
I tried to watch it like in a way that I was like, all right, this is gonna be kind of funny.
Here's the thing, you gotta view that movie as a continuation of the Adam West series.
That's the only way you can even like stomach it.
I love Schwarzenegger, as I mentioned before, but wow, Mr. Freeze is not cool in that movie. I like the character, but
nice. Was that a pun? He wasn't cool.
No, that's how easy it is to do.
You made a pun.
Those puns in that movie. That's how easy it is. You don't even have to try.
Well, whenever I go someplace new, I always let people know. I always quote that movie by telling them, "Allow me to break the ice."
I might have saw it in theaters. I don't remember. Because I have seen it all the way through at one point. I didn't like his outfit at the end. It was gray. Do you remember that?
I don't think it was gray. I think it was more like a dark metallic blue, but it did have that silver bat on it.
Oh, you're talking about Batman or Mr. Freeze?
Oh, yeah. Well, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Like they all went into those silvery blue.
Oh yeah, he had like the silver little flourishes on there, the trim,
nipples intact.
Yep.
I like Joel Schumacher's made some really good movies.
See, well, now hang on.
a classic.
Before you say anything, it wasn't his fault for that movie.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Warner Brothers like really try to make him?
Yeah, they wanted a version to sell toys.
Yeah, I understand.
Made to sell toys.
Yeah, I know, but
but I still think that doesn't, excuse Joel Schumacher. I mean,
I mean, he's still. I don't know.
He's still
Like I
responsible.
said, the movies are still bad, and I don't know if he's responsible or not. But in my head, it's hard not to hold him.
okay, here's my Catwoman. I'm done with it. You'll see it.
Let's see. Hang on.
Man, he's just busting those things out.
Oh, that's Dan. We don't want Dan. Oh, bring it back, Tom. Bring it back. Oh, yeah. Look at her. Meow.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to crap out one more. You got 10
How's,
minutes.
how's Dan doing there?
I'm still penciling mine. Tom's goes right to inks on like 2 pieces and is done. But
Are you going to turn this? Are you going to try to sell this one? Or are you going to turn to a print, Dan, or what?
I'd love to sell it. I don't think I'm going to do a print or anything. I'm
It's just for fun.
just for fun.
What about you, Julie? What are you going to do with yours?
I don't know. Might give it to somebody.
Well, no one's got questions. I think the 2 watching are actually just like us.
Oh, are you? Do you have a YouTube video? Do you have the channel open too?
What was that?
Do you have a window open as well?
I do on my computer, and I'm using my phone strictly to stream.
I think people tune in and tune out kind of thing. It's
Wow, it'll be up to replay anyway. So
yeah, it's like that's how I don't ever always watch things live. You watch it after the fact, and
dang it, I can't even find my pencil. What do I do with these things?
yeah, I'm always losing my pencil in the lap, or the eraser.
I'm an artist.
It's when you really can't find what you need when they start. I start getting a little upset. Like, I had it. Where is it? Accusing everyone around the house.
Did I put it back in here? No. It's gonna drive me crazy now that I can't find it.
She serves me the food.
Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. This is stupid. All right.
That's the only thing slowing you down.
Beautiful.
He creates the menu.
I'm gonna do a profile shot this time. I'll do my typical profile shot of Batman. It's easy.
Do you guys think Clooney made a good Batman? Or could have?
He
Say
could have.
could have in a different movie?
I don't think it's his fault. Yeah, I think he really could have if he just had a better director and script.
Yeah, I just thought like Clooney. I think Clooney did a good Bruce,
Yeah.
and like
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a bad actor. I mean, if he just, took it, if it was a serious movie and he put his mind to it, he probably would have done a pretty good Batman.
like the other thing to keep in mind is like these superhero movies were a completely different thing back then too.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't take it seriously or wasn't about to, it seemed like.
Okay, so here's my rough. You guys can see it.
Cool.
Yeah, just turn it to the left a little bit more. There you go. All right. So what weight pencil do you use, Tom?
I just use a 0.5 HB, just like a normal pencil you find anywhere in any Target or gas station. I don't really, because to me the pencil is not the end mark, so I don't really care about it. I just use what literally can make a line. And plus, it's the easiest thing you can find. So like people who, like sometimes I'll run into people who are like hemming and hawing about, oh, what kind of tools should I get? I don't have the right pencil. I mean, there's literally artists out there that say, oh, if I had a better pencil or if I had a better, pen or stuff. It's like it's just an excuse to like hold you up and not draw at all. And I'm like, that's why I tell them, dude, I use a regular pencil that like school kids use.
Well, my pencil's $50.
Is it?
End of the spectrum where Dan does use like a special like artist pencil.
Yeah, it's got like a pencil finder on it. So I just hit a button and it'll beep and I can find it in my lap later on.
Yeah. So you connect. It's got Wi-Fi built in.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, this is it right here. It's attached to a monitor. See, for reference.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
It's got Google on it. It's pretty dope. I'll put that one away though. I don't want to break it.
Introduce their parents.
It's kind of like watching like the evolution of how I draw Batman heads, how it's changed over my career. And I'm like looking back at some of the old ways I would like knock out a Batman head sketch, and it's like, oh, it's so terrible. I do things differently now, and my never-ending quest to draw like just like a tough, badass, intimidating looking Batman, like evolved over the years.
Have you ever felt like I say this because I feel like this, that I used to be better as an artist? I've somehow gotten worse.
Um,
The doctor explains.
Or like yeah, I don't know.
I
Like
probably would have it that way for me, but there were things I guess back then that I had a more carefree attitude that helped me stay looser in some respects, that made the pieces maybe turn out better. But so I kind of wish I had some of that mentality back. And so, I don't know what it is. If it's because I like haven't drawn a particular thing in a while, that I used to draw a lot more. So maybe like back then I was like more comfortable, and then like now, if I have to revisit drawing something again, I have to think about it more, and it's like I have to second guess myself. But I don't think that I felt like I was getting worse.
yeah, it's just me. How I feel about my stuff sometimes.
And I am done.
Ah, see, oh, he's done too. Oh wow, man, y'all are cheating when I'm not looking. I swear.
Oh wow!
Do you remember that?
You knocked out a whole body.
Yeah. That was like one of my first commissions I ever got. It was from you.
What? For me?
Yeah.
Oh, did I draw that one?
Yeah, you drew this back in 99, dude.
Holy crap. Yeah, I was terrible back then.
Oh, that's good.
That's funny.
Yeah, you and Pat were like a couple of my first commissions I ever got.
Ooh, cool.
I know.
I guess. You guys hear my wife practicing English back there.
I hear that. How's
I think
Hector one?
I might learn something, I think, if I listen. How's things being stuck in home?
Just trying to stay sane. I mean, I just want to go to the mall again. Just hang out. I like to people watch. But I just kind of keep busy just trying to draw and stuff. So it's not really bad. But like I said last time, thankfully we got the puppy in time to kind of keep her occupied. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, we have food, we have entertainment. We've been trying to like watch The Walking Dead, catch up on everything. What about you guys?
Working.
You're still working though.
Yep.
That's not a bad thing.
When I think of the zombie stuff nowadays, it's like I don't know. Actually, I don't want to get on that subject. We're not supposed to anyway, so I'll just shut up about zombie stuff.
Oh yeah. I can
Well,
kind of see where you're going with that.
It's
Yeah.
real, man. People are zombies with their phones.
I never was a fan of the zombie genre, which is I think part of why I resisted watching Walking Dead for so long. I just didn't seem to interest me. But started watching a few episodes with my wife because she likes zombie stuff, and then kind of got into it, the characters. So it's like now I kind of understand now, when people talk about these characters and stuff. So for once, it's kind of nice not to be totally out of the loop and not knowing anything.
People ever ask you for Walking Dead stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just showing my wife this Rick drawing Walking Dead sketch cover I did. So Rick or like a Rick and Ash from Army of Darkness mashup.
Oh, that's cool.
With, like a chainsaw on his thing, and it's on my Facebook somewhere if you dig far enough into that. But not too much. I'm done. Can you guys see this?
Wow. And there we go. Very nice.
You're just banging these out.
I like his big bulky neck.
Yeah, I like bulky necks. That was the one thing about the Dark Knight trilogy that bothered me from the second part and the third part was that he got a new costume, so then his neck was skinnier, so he looked like a bobblehead. It didn't look as intimidating as the first one, Batman Begins, because he had a nice thick neck in that one. That's just me. How long are you guys going for?
I think Dan's now the slow one of the group. So whenever Dan finishes.
Oh, are you really done, Jeremy? Or
no, I'm not done. I was giving you a hard time.
How far are you, Jeremy? I can't even see yours.
So I am. I just got to do all the fun stuff.
Oh, so you're well into the inking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just penciling this. I don't plan on inking it. So.
You're not going to ink it tonight?
I'll do one more.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm not, like you said, I'm not that quick. So.
Oh. Sure.
I mean, I could I don't know, we could see where things go here. You know, I think Jeremy likes to see the inks.
I do.
Maybe I'll do. Geez, I don't know. I'll do old school Harley Quinn.
So, Tom, you're just doing those for fun or for?
So like a couple weeks ago, I did this thing. Actually, it was more like almost a month, maybe. I shared a new T-shirt design that I was selling on my website,
Okay.
and I said, share this on my social media, and if you share it, take a screen cap of it, and I'll send you a free sketch card just for sharing. Because it's hard to share stuff all the time, other people's stuff. People like to get something in return for helping out, sharing. So I said, look, you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. You get a free original sketch card. So I got like 40 to 50 shares or something total. So I'm just kind of going through and delivering on my promise. These aren't masterpieces, but it's an incentive.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time finding time to work lately. My son is just. I try to wake up early, and then he decides he wants to wake up early too, and I can't. I can't free up time from him.
I can only imagine. It's like, to me, it's hard enough with a pet, and then you got like an actual human.
Well, yeah, I don't know how, like Doug does it.
Well, thankfully, most of his kids are grown now, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
You put the dress on the chair. You put that dress on the
Okay, so another close up here.
There we go. Cool.
So, who's your favorite supporting character in the Batman universe?
Like good guy or bad guy? Bad. I assume good guy since you said supporting character.
And I was thinking good or bad.
Let's do good and bad.
Moira McTaggart.
Moira McTaggart. Not Magpie? You don't like Magpie?
Magpie.
I am.
I don't even know. Good question.
I am a Stephanie Brown Batgirl guy. And then as for villains, it's Two-Face.
You know, I like Dick Grayson. I like Nightwing.
You like Dick?
That's all I heard. It kind of got cut off after that.
No, it's Rick now.
Richard.
Jeez, I don't know.
Dick
For me,
knows.
I don't even know. Like
Villain wise, I do have a thing for the Joker. I think he's pretty
Get out of here.
cool.
Joker, I guess. If Joker's done right, like Jared Leto, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. He's classic. It's the Joker.
He's classic, you know. He's like the baddest villain in the DC universe, I guess.
Overrated.
Why? He's just a clown.
I think he does take too much attention away from some of the other strong supporting characters / villains.
Yeah.
Because
He's the star,
Harvey
so
Dent is
he always-
awesome. You know.
Yeah. If Joker's a star, he always gets the priority.
He always gets the
Yeah.
last laugh.
The A-lister.
Again, he talks to his brother.
Do you prefer Killer Croc more looking like an alligator or a person?
Alligator.
I like a combination, somewhere in between the two.
She supports the director.
I don't know. Where would you put? Have you seen Jim Lee's like newer?
The one that's all scaly and looks like a person?
Okay, so that would be considered looking like a person.
Because I don't like Jim's old design where he had a
I
tail
don't like-
and all that.
I don't like that either. I don't like that old one.
Yeah.
I like the Killer Croc version where he has just like one arm missing, and he wears a lab coat.
Oh, oh, you're funny.
The glass contains juice. Contains. The glass contains juice.
You know, I'm not actually a big fan of the
Who gives me the food?
Batman Catwoman relationship.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either, but I guess it's forever changed now, right?
For now.
They're like unofficially married or something like that.
I thought it was official, but what do I know?
Maybe it was official. Do you well,
Hey man, I've been out of it for a while. I don't know what's going on. Jeremy should know.
I stopped
Jeremy
reading right
knows.
when that crap was going on.
felt like a bit of a cop out when what
Yep.
issue 50 they see. My story is they get married, they even have a kid, but Catwoman divorces him and takes half.
Ah. I'm still getting used to the fact that he's got a son, like after all these years.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I don't know, did they change it? I always go to Jeremy for this stuff. Did they change it to Deathstroke is actually Damien's dad?
I think Deathstroke has a part in like the DNA part, but that I really don't know. But yeah, because like back in because Damien was introduced like even before he was actually introduced, because he was left on a doorstep. like some nuns to raise.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Before Grant Moore.
Oh yeah, years before.
He's definitely my favorite writer on Batman. I can say that pretty quickly too. I know he's pretty out there, but I actually really liked it. Like I said, I like Nightwing a lot, so I was actually thrilled when they killed off Bruce Wayne and replaced him with Nightwing. I was one of the few people like, yeah, okay, this is cool.
Yeah. See, that
Because
makes sense.
if you follow Batman your whole life, eventually it's like
It's gonna happen.
You'd like to see somebody else as Batman, and I like that Nightwing would just have fun with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a real fresh take, like
I agree with him.
I agree with him too.
see, I know what I'm talking about.
Even the interning app agrees with you.
Yeah, Morrison's the best writer on the Batman, and
We count on you.
Okay. I'm done with this. I did 4, one more than I was planning to do.
Yeah.
how many do you have to do total? Did you say 50?
I think 50. I'm
Wow,
about halfway done. Can you see it?
Yep. Very good.
Sweet. That's sweet.
Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem.
You know what? I should actually, from that little cotton ball or whatever on her head, it should be a shadow. Casting right here. What irresponsible artist.
Your attention to detail is uncanny.
So, Jeremy, you catch any movies lately?
No.
I started to watch the beginning of. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. Is Highlander?
What?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it in its entirety.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
But yeah, the first scene's great.
Yeah,
The,
at the
He's
beginning
at
of the
a
movie
wrestling match.
at Madison Square Garden with the Freebirds.
Yeah. I don't know
Yes.
about the Queen soundtrack though. I don't know how much I'm
You don't-
feeling that.
Yeah, because the opening song was used for the TV show.
My sister looks like my mother.
I'm spreading these out one more time before I say goodbye. Jeremy's got dibs on
Very nice.
Cool.
Batman themed little podcast or whatever. I'll throw these up on my social media too, I suppose.
Cool.
But I gotta run, guys.
Well,
Alrighty,
thank you
dude.
for stopping in.
Thanks for having me. We'll try it again next week.
Yeah, dude.
Have fun,
Night-
guys. Have an awesome party weekend.
You too.
Awesome. Later, Tom.
Peace.
Later.
Bye. And then there were 2. And we have in the chat, we've got Brandon is in here. Brandon Stein says, I am
Stein's
watching.
back.
Here we go. There we go.
What's
I am
up,
watching
Brandon?
The Sopranos again, so I can't help but thinking of Batman versus Tony Soprano. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Mob boss and Batman.
Wouldn't it be cool if Tony won that? That'd be a blockbuster, huh?
It would be. Is Blockbuster one of your favorite Batman villains?
I think I'm getting him confused with Lockup right now.
Ooh, oh yeah, Lockup's a good one too. No,
I can't remember.
Blockbuster is that guy that has like the.
Is he also a Flash villain, Blockbuster? He's got red hair. I'm way off, aren't I?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they changed him. He was in my first issue of Nightwing that I ever got when I was younger. But he's a big guy, wears a suit. He's got like these chops on his face, like the mutton chops.
What color is his hair?
I
I
don't
guess I have my
remember.
phone here. I could just look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm not your maid, Dan.
Yeah, I know. Like, I catch myself asking people something when I could just be Googling it.
You know who another one of my favorite Batman artists is Scott McDaniel.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do know who Blockbuster is. Let me get a better look.
Go. Do you have a least favorite Batman character?
Bruce Wayne. No, I'm kidding.
Bruce
That's not true. That's not true.
Alfred.
I like Alfred.
Yeah.
I even like Harley Quinn sometimes, but not often. So
No.
maybe she's one of my least favorite.
Yeah, I'm not a Harley fan.
It seems like they're trying to make her more and more annoying.
Well, overkill, yeah, annoying, and also she's a good guy now.
Yeah, good guy. That's what I don't like. It's
like,
I
get
like
out
her
of
as a
here.
crazy murderer lady. You know.
Oops. So, do you remember how you were introduced to Batman?
You know, I think I had a Batman comb when I was a young child, and I had a rubber Batman.
You had a
toy.
rubber? Ugh.
No, but he was made of rubber. He was like a bendy.
Oh,
toy.
yeah.
I think those were probably the two first times. I'm not sure which one came around first, but whether it was the brush or the bendy guy. The bendy guy, I think, was probably based on the I almost said Adam Sandler, Adam West. The Adam West Batman. Do you want me to maybe I'll just start inking it. I don't think I'll finish. Or I'll just add more pencil lines on this stuff.
No, you can get up, man.
I never get tired of adding strokes,
You know, it's a good thing that I've seen is just doing like an ink outline around the figure to make the rest of it pop.
I'll just start inking. I don't feel like I'll have to ink it all. And boy, I don't know if I. Oh, here it is. My inking supplies on Amazon.
Are you running low on supplies?
No, I just didn't have them. I didn't think I had them handy. I do though.
But like in general, are you running low on stuff?
I haven't been using my markers because I have a big commission I have to do. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of markers, so I haven't toyed with those. Other than that, I'm good. I got plenty of everything else. Markers would be hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I've ordered them through like Amazon in the past, and it's taken just forever to get them. So I think sometimes they sell. People are selling knockoffs or something, or something like that. I know, like Hobby Lobbies were staying open for a while there.
Yeah, the one over here is closed. I've never been.
You've never been to a Hobby Lobby?
Nope.
Wow.
Just seems too big for, like an art supply store or whatever the hell they deal in. I like my art store visits to be personal.
Yeah, to me, it's like another version of Michael's. I prefer not to have to shop at, it's not my favorite art store, but there's nothing cool out by me as far as art stores go. We don't have a Blick too close.
Yeah, because the only one that's over here is Eden Prairie. The one I used to go to was like way back in the day. Was the one in Maplewood.
That's out there.
Yeah,
I didn't know they used to.
Yeah, that one's not even there anymore.
Like there's a Blick out in Roseville.
Yep. I'll go to that one occasionally.
Trying to think of another Batman artist I've really liked. For a long time, I mean, I know he had Neil Adams back in the day. But growing up, there weren't really any big artists on Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they didn't have a Jim Lee or something, not until later on.
I do like Carmine's stuff on it. Like those old Carmine covers are just, I love those things. Those are great. Like the way he draws Batgirl. Carmine Infantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, with those big eyes.
Did you see the new Spawn figure?
I did, and I pre-ordered it too. And I'm contemplating if I want to if I want to back it at a higher level now, or get because I definitely, part of me, I really want two of them because that thing looks awesome.
I want one, but I don't know if I'm going to fork over the dough. How much is just the basic?
Basic with shipping is like 70 or not 75.
Yeah.
It's $57.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get
But
one.
it's totally worth it.
I really want one. It's one of the coolest versions of Spawn I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. And he said if things go well, they're gonna do other figures from that original series.
Yeah, it is like a really cool looking figure. If it was just like, okay, here's the figure, it's remastered, it looks pretty cool, it'd be one thing, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, like he's going all out with that thing with like the packaging and everything. Did you see how much they raised?
I haven't seen it lately, but it was like last I saw it was like $700.
Yeah, he hit $1 million. And
yeah.
Still has 27 days to go.
Yeah. Sounds like he might set some kind of record, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Yeah, there's been other things online for or like Kickstarter wise that have hit like 1 million or whatever, but for a toy, this is really good.
Yeah, I think whether it's toys or comics, we could all use some more Todd, especially nowadays, with how things have been. Todd is just cool.
The Todd father.
I like his Batman. Like I said in a previous
He's
episode.
got some I like the way he draws the ears.
Yeah. He does like his own version of what Frank Miller was doing kind of thing. Do you think they should do a Marvel DC crossover to get?
Oh yeah,
get things back rolling like the old days.
Yeah, it would be nice if they did something here, like within the next year. But I think there's a lot of plotting that they need to do. Did you catch Dan DiDio on Drink and Draw last night?
I didn't. Yeah, I'm aware of it though.
Yeah, him and
what do you have to say?
Him and Joe talked about the DC Marvel rivalry that went on because Joe said some things that were off record in an interview, and it wound up getting out. But the things that were said off record were said jokingly.
Yeah. That's kind of lame that someone would do that.
But like any smart fan knows, it's like they're friendly competition.
I haven't met Joe Quesada, but I once met Dan DiDio. He's a nice guy.
I know, I was there, dude.
I don't know if
I met Joe. Joe's pretty cool.
If they do a Marvel DC thing, it's scary to think if they messed it up.
Yeah, so, well, they mess it up
Like,
no matter what because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, they messed it up." It's like pro wrestling. You can't talk about it with somebody getting butthurt that their favorite didn't win or
yeah,
something didn't go accordingly. That's why like when the movies come out and there's always those people that are bitching and complaining. It's like, "Oh, that's not how it went in the books," or that's what they should have done. It's like, dude, if they did it shot for shot, um, like it was, you'd be complaining that they didn't do something original and new. So shut up,
yeah.
bitchy fanboys. Anyway,
Hmm. I think they should get whoever they did the new Warriors. They should get that creative team on it.
oh, the current, shut up.
I think if they'd have a real hit. Wouldn't you love to see them do a Marvel DC crossover? Don't you think they'd get it right?
Oh yeah, they're totally deserving of that.
I don't know. These characters are all too mean. I think they should really. I enjoy inking though.
It's a little calming, but at the same time, it's kind of frustrating because like whatever gets thrown down on the paper is it's final. I want to go this way first.
I don't like really fine inking or like doing buildings. I lose my touch after a while. I just start getting sloppy.
Do you prefer Batman all in black, gray and blue, gray and black? Like, what's your color scheme?
I kind of believe he should be in just all black.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying that's my favorite, but it seems like he should be. Like, it makes the most sense to me.
Mm.
But like I said, I like the Keaton Batman. So I like the black with the yellow symbol. Probably not a very popular opinion, but that's just.
So do you like the yellow?
Not like how they did it recently, where it just frames.
Oh, but you don't like the outline?
Nah.
I kind of dig it.
And that's gone already. They keep going back to the same outfit with him.
Yeah.
And that outfit makes sense to me. So I understand why they do it. How about you? What's your favorite?
I like the gray and blue. There's something about like gray and black is just I don't know. I like happy Batman. I don't like dark brooding Batman. I think we've had enough of that for a while. And when they relaunched Detective a couple years ago, or when DC relaunched everything, Detective was the more fun book.
Yeah, I was reading that. I liked it.
Yeah, he was starting to show like signs of being happy, man. He had the Bat family, and everybody was cool, and then on the other end, you had the Batman book, and Tom King just made him very depressing.
Yeah, I had to stop reading that Tom King run.
Yeah.
I do not like the dialogue. The
Yeah.
cat, bat
Bat,
thing.
bat.
I hated that.
What about
sorry. I'm sorry to say it, but
what about what about Kite Man? Hell yeah.
did he show up in that
Oh
somewhere?
yeah,
or-
several times.
See, I don't even remember. We're talking about the Tom King?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many issues I read. I want to say like the first dozen. Did
It
he
was
show
early
up?
on.
And then later when Finch was on, I read that and I liked that.
Yeah, because Finch started off on it, and then
When he came back
for
for
that Bane story. Yeah, yeah.
I liked that Bane story. You know what book got me into DC Comics was JLA JSA Virtue and Vice. It's written by Jeff Johns and David Goyer. Art by Carlos Pacheco. It takes place during Thanksgiving. And it's just one book. It wasn't like, I think they released it as a graphic novel. And
Okay.
it was awesome. I just remember being in over my head. Like, I didn't know who these characters were really. Like I said, it's kind of like, it's not my first DC comic I read, but
I
it's one of
remember.
the first ones that kind of had a ton of characters in it.
Yeah.
And I
That was
like
a-
the feeling of being in over my head, like, who are these guys? And kind of learning throughout the book. And it was a great book. And
That was my thing. Was if the book had a lot of characters on the cover, it was it was going to get bought. I don't remember. I know the name of the book. I just don't. I can't picture anything.
yeah, I don't
'Cause I
have
like
it handy.
I like Pacheco's art.
Yeah, he's great. He had the Fantastic Four run that was
Yeah. Oh
just
my god.
stellar. One of the best.
And then his Green Lantern was pretty good too.
Yeah, that Fantastic Four run is. I'm surprised that people don't talk about it more. I feel like one of the few people that even remember it or anything. But the way he was laying out these camera shots and everything, and it was just a beautiful book. And I like the Fantastic Four a lot too, so always happy to see them as long as it's good. I think Kurt Busiek was writing it. Pacheco's stuff on Superman Batman was good too. I think Jeff Loeb was writing it.
Oh yeah. Right when that was right after the Michael Turner stuff.
Yeah.
Those I got. I know I've got those.
Yeah, I think Turner really had some cool designs on that book. His colorist, Steigerwald, or I don't remember how to pronounce his name or anything, but you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Peter Steigerwald or something like that. He's an amazing colorist. Yeah, he was rocking those out. He was a colorist with doing the Turner stuff.
Let's do that.
I remember Carlos Pacheco's early stuff, like on, I think it was Uncanny X-Men or something like that. I wasn't really a fan of it at that point.
Yeah,
He
he's
still
somebody
had-
that's changed a lot over the years. Avengers Forever is a good one to look at too.
Yeah, I think I just remember not liking the coloring on that book or something like that. Back in the day, when it was coming out.
Not liking the colors on X-Men or Avengers.
On that Avengers book.
Okay.
I might be remembering things wrong.
Yeah.
Did you get the Batman Three Jokers book?
It's not out yet.
Oh, I thought maybe issue 1 came out already.
Nope. It was about to come out, but that was one of the books that got delayed. Part of me wants to get it, but the other, like, part of me also doesn't want to just because it's Joker.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. I like Fabic's stuff.
Yeah. But like those larger size books, I mean, people complain about the size. I don't really care. The only one I've picked up so far is that Superman Year One.
Did you like that one?
I didn't read it. Those books are just too nice to even bother reading. So I waited for the trade, but I haven't even picked up the trade yet. I assume you're going to pick up that Joker book.
It'd be cool. I haven't bought a comic in a while.
Neither have I.
Man, it's getting hot in this room. I don't know what's going on. Hope the house ain't on fire. Yeah, I don't know. I like Batman. I don't know. I make fun of him, though.
I'm going to go see what I got for colors.
Oh, you're waiting for me now, huh?
What's that?
I don't know. I'm not necessarily planning on finishing all this. So.
6, 4, of course.
You got a Copics or Copics?
Yeah, I got those and the Prismacolors. Ooh. Might just focus on one color. Let's get rid of some of that. You ever wash? I assume you wash your kneaded eraser.
Do you mean stretch it out?
Well, you can also run it through water and really, really clean it.
I never heard of that. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
See, like I've been doing that, and they kind of stink afterwards. What the hell? Where is it?
Did you hear? I don't know. I didn't read the article. It was just a quick thing I saw on Facebook. I didn't jump into it, but it was Todd McFarlane saying that he would maybe do a Spider-Man Spawn crossover.
That would be weird.
If he thought it helped the industry or something like that. He said.
Well, he still owes us for that last Batman Spawn crossover that never came out.
Yeah, what was that? I mean, I remember they made covers for it, right?
Yeah, they made covers and they even made a statue for it.
I wonder how that got screwed up.
Yeah, because that was solicited when we were working at Schindler's.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I do remember kind of seeing stuff about it, thinking it was on its way. Like Capullo was gonna draw it, I think, probably.
Yep, Capullo was going to do, because remember, it was on the cover of Previews one month.
Yeah, I would have really liked that.
Oh well. Shit happens.
Did you see any of that footage of Todd signing books for CGC?
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
I had a book sent in for a friend.
Yeah, when it comes to Todd, I'm still a fanboy.
Oh yeah.
Can't say that for everyone, but yeah, I want that figure. I don't think I'm gonna fork over the dough though.
Well, I think he said if things go well, if things go well with this one and like the future ones, that they can use that as leverage for stores. You know, to take it to stores.
Yeah, if he makes this Bond movie,
Yeah.
he probably wouldn't. But then again, that thing's gonna be R.
Nah, it won't happen.
Do you have any excitement for Black Widow?
I do.
How are they going to release that? Are they going to?
I think it got pushed back.
I don't know. I was talking smack about Taskmaster in that movie, but
It looks great.
it's still probably going to be pretty cool.
Come on, man, Taskmaster.
Yeah.
See, even Mikey's excited for Taskmaster.
Yeah, I think you guys can hear him better than I can.
Yeah, he said Taskmaster.
Yeah, one of these days he'll be drawing next to me. He can't handle it quite yet. He's got to get in there and do it himself. And
that'll be the day when we've got 30 or not 30. We've got like 52 subscribers.
well, from what I've seen, you actually get quite a few views on this. I mean, well, I don't know. Compared to a lot of, not bad, in my opinion. I guess I don't know what your expectations would be, but
My expectations are low.
because I look at other channels and it's not too shabby as far as the amount of page views and all that. Yeah, like I said, I don't have to finish. You're like done.
I'm just coloring now. Do.
So what do you got going on this weekend? I know there's not much to do, but
I have a weekend planned. I'll leave it at that.
not me. Try to wake up early and hit the art table.
Still gotta nurse my foot.
What happened to your foot?
What was it, 2 weeks now? Woke up and it just was in pain. And it's plantar fasciitis.
Okay.
And it hurts. Yeah, it kind of sucks because part of me was kind of hoping that, I could have gotten laid off so I could have nursed it.
Yeah.
But they've been working me, so it's not healing anytime soon. And I noticed last weekend it was doing a lot better. But then, as soon as I go back to work, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, I had something called piriformis syndrome in my leg once. And I remember telling my boss, like, hey, I think I got a problem here. I got to get off of this thing.
And they don't really care, do they?
I had to get a doctor's note, and they agreed. I ended up being off that thing for like 5 weeks. It was excruciatingly painful. It was physically the most painful thing I've ever had to go through. It's basically nerve pain.
Yeah, this one started off in like the side of the foot and the heel. And this week it was just like the back of the heel. Like the back of the heel was very tender.
Oh, I think I'm being beckoned.
Yeah, we're.
Can you hear them calling for me?
We're exactly at 2 hours.
Well, like I said, I don't have to finish this. You're about done. I finish this inking this on my own time. There it is. I don't know.
Have you thrown yours up online yet?
The ones I've done in the past?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I think I'll do that as a way to promote future episodes, assuming we do it again sometime. Yeah, there's the knock.
And there he is. Is that him or is that the wife?
I don't know. That might be the kiddo. He's figured out knocking.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, it's very fun to draw this character. It was a blast. I like sharp edges, blades, knives, that kind of thing. Yeah, like the way you drew him that's a pretty classic way that I think I really like that version you just did here.
Thanks.
That is cool, man. I like the bat symbol, how it's got a bit of that Frank Miller thing going on. I like also the shoulders.
Yeah, from the 90s.
Yeah. That's one thing I thought was really cool about Thomas Wayne Batman.
Oh, yep. Earth.
Or
what is it, Earth?
Flashpoint, as they call it. Yeah, Flashpoint. I think they're still calling me. Okay. Let me grab the door. Come on, let's go. Hang out with your grandma. Eat that food. Sorry about that. Stepped away for a moment.
Oh, you're good.
Dude, you make me want to use some markers.
I got a.
I
You
can't
need
go
markers?
into my supply. I have them. I just don't want to run out.
Yeah.
One of these times I'll do a marker. I'll throw down with some color. People like the color a lot. I don't know. I think I might start just coloring my own stuff all the time, whether it's digital or not.
So when you do your digital colors, like, how do you do that? Like, what's your
I use-
process?
I use Clip Studio Paint, and the drawings will usually be on Bristol board, scan it in. As far as the brushes I use, I seem to change my approach every time, so I'm pretty slow. But they do have, like, when I colored Dark Claw, my Dark Claw pick, I was using some brushes that simulate marker, and you can change the spin of it. And for some reason, that probably because I'm using markers all the time, that felt pretty natural and nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's a boring process. I lose my. I end up making so many layers, getting lost. You really have to name all your layers if you're me, anyways. I end up having 20, 30 layers and not knowing which one, what's where. It just becomes a mess.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's in my lap. And
One thing that disappoints me about Batman movies is there's been so many of them, and it's like it hasn't progressed in a way. You know what I'm saying?
like also,
Because they start over every 10 years.
oh, you kind of like want them to treat it like James Bond.
I wish it was one long story. And yeah, actors will change. That happens.
Well, they tried doing that with the, like the Tim Burton and the Schumacher ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that idea. I wish they maybe would have. Gosh, but it's hard to imagine them keeping on that.
Yeah, because the other thing that
At some
sucks
point,
is
I mean,
they always kill off the villains, and that's like the one thing that I don't think you should do.
yeah, especially considering Batman doesn't kill people.
It's like in the Avengers movies when they killed off Baron Strucker. It's like, why did you do that?
I suppose DC would like to do it the way I was talking about, kind of, not have to reboot and just pump them out and make a ton of money.
For movies or comics?
For movies, for the Batman franchise.
Yeah.
Because they would have kept Nolan on, I'm sure, for a fourth, fifth, as long as he's willing to stay.
And as long as his paychecks keep getting bigger. Well, I think as long as I think he would have stayed as just to tell a story. But
Yeah.
You can only throw so much money at these people, and it's like, well, there's no story to tell. I don't want to come back. Like, you can throw all the money you want at me, and
Whenever I draw metal, I always like to add scuff marks.
gives him character.
Yeah, when I get back into doing some digital color stuff, I might go for. I've been missing doing the retro stuff. I like all the extra texture. Make it look like an old comic book. For some reason, I really like that. Some of my most popular stuff was done in that kind of way, in that style. Something I'd like to return to.
Yeah, when I was looking up images online, I kept coming across your Batman Beyond.
That's cool.
Yeah, I did a Google search for Golden Age Batman, and Batman Beyond popped up. Quite a few times.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's a character it's fun to revisit.
God damn it.
Like, yeah, I plan to keep my line art, not necessarily make it look retro, but all the texture, everything else, a little bit of a retro vibe. I think my line art probably already looks retro to a lot of people. Yeah, I get. I feel like people think it looks 90s style. Yeah, I would have mentioned that Tom would be on here too. Sounds like he'll be here next week.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
He taught me like I wouldn't be doing all these lines and stuff if it wasn't for I mean I think I do an okay job nowadays, but I couldn't do the rendering lines back in the day. That was just way off, and he gave me some advice that really helped.
Yeah, he's a good teacher to have. You know,
It's just a quick thing.
we're very
But-
fortunate to have him here.
Yeah.
And that he's like within driving distance so that we can get a little crash course.
Well, yeah, I was at a con once way back in the day, and he totally taught me in like 5 minutes what I was doing wrong and make it better. So, thank you, Tom. Even to this day, I mean, I still use what he told me that day. I remember asking another artist because I was asking about doing these rendering lines, and another artist told me just don't do it. Just forget it. Don't even try.
I might have been one of those people.
Well, I'm thinking of Joe Benitez.
Oh, he told you not to do the lines?
Yeah, he said, it's too hard. Just don't even do it.
Yeah.
What's his approach to it?
No, it's better advice than I got from Bat.
Oh, what do you? Oh, I think maybe I remember you telling me that one.
where he just looked at my portfolio and I just saw like his expression is in his face, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. Who all have you been critiqued by?
The first person ever was Angel Medina,
Okay.
and he didn't really have a critique. He just really liked it a lot. He's like, yeah, you should be doing this, and so it went well. My first critique, most everyone has been really cool, and they've been helpful. No one broke my heart too bad. Talking to Jim Shooter once was at a local
Oh yeah,
con.
I fucking love Shooter.
Yeah, he was.
He watches me as I draw. And I don't know if you can see that up there. That
Oh yeah, cool. He was very helpful as well. One of my favorite people to have met.
Yep. I love Shooter.
He gave me some advice that was great. He didn't just tell me what I wanted to hear. He gave me some practical advice that was great. He said at the time my stuff was very, as he put it, comic booky. I could see it in the way I drew this hand in particular. It's like, yeah, you know what? I needed to hear that. Thanks, man. I think I focused after that, doing things a little bit more realistically. Draw a hand how it actually looks and not like necessarily what I think it looks like in my head.
That's funny because I was going through some of my old pages that I sent off to the Kubert school, and they're like, yeah, draw hands and feet. Don't draw like these blocks that I was doing. I was fortunate enough my first person that ever looked at my stuff was Mike Carlin.
Oh, that's cool.
I think he was an editor at DC at the time too. But he told me stop drawing superheroes and draw like real people, and yeah. See how well that worked out.
I had another good critique from, his name was David Campiti. Head of Glasshouse Graphics, and he told me to use more photo reference, and I started using more photo reference and improved my stuff quite a bit, and ended up signing up with his studio after making adjustments that he had suggested, and it was helpful. I learned a little something.
Why are our names showing up on here? It's weird. Like our name showed up here on like the first stream, I think, but now they don't even show up.
Yeah, you got the hard job, all the technical stuff.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know the first thing about it. Have you watched that crazy show everybody's talking about?
No, I don't even have Netflix.
I don't have Netflix either right now. I don't know how much I'd like the show or not. I tend not to be a bandwagon guy.
Yeah, so. I don't know. Nothing about it looks appealing. It's just like, it just looks to me like, redneck trash TV.
Yeah, almost like a Honey Boo Boo type
Honey
situation.
Boo Boo.
I was not a fan of that show either. I was like, what? This is kind of. I don't like seeing little girls act like this. Well, someone's at the door. I guess they're determined. I better go get that, even though I'm so close to done. I might not finish. Another diaper? Another diaper change. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna say hi. Hi.
Hi, Mikey.
Oh, yeah, you got caca. I guess I'm finishing, huh?
I drew
No?
another Batman picture.
Yeah, and the time it takes me to do one.
I can do two.
Tom did 4 and you did 2. No, it's basically finished, so it's up to you, whatever. So you got anything that you're drawing lately? Anything fun you're working on?
Nope. Gotta find the time to work on my book, but I don't see any of that happening anytime soon. Are you working on anything? Or you got any commissions?
Yeah, just commission stuff. I'm working on trying to wake up early enough
Yeah.
to get working on those things. My boy. Maybe I just have to stay up late instead of trying to wake up early. I know most artists are like night owls, you know, but I kind of like to wake up early and get at it first thing. I used to be more of a night owl artist, but
I tried doing that. It doesn't. Never did anything for me.
I'm liking this soft tip Tombow.
Is that the?
Guys for on that stroke?
There is mine. Yeah, is that this one here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
those are nice. See, the other one that Tom gave me years ago is the ZBrush.
Can you say that again?
It's a ZBrush.
Oh, okay.
They're hard to come by. No, it's made by Zebra.
Oh, Zebra. Okay.
Yeah. A little bit harder to come by. Damn it.
I really got sloppy here. Up in here. Just I was talking about how much I like the Tombow. I blame the marker on that one, or the pin.
All right, Dan, I'm giving you 3 minutes.
All right. That mostly do it. Thanks everybody for checking this out. Possibly be back next week.
What do you mean, possibly?
See you next week.
You'll be back.
I don't decide these things. It's your channel, and
Never forget it.
so do we know who we'll do next week, or would you prefer not to announce on here?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't think that far ahead. What are you thinking?
I decided last time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I got an idea.
I remember I was going to have this week's change to The Flash
Oh, yeah.
to celebrate.
Yeah, Ezra Miller going batshit crazy.
That video is funny. I was just like, this is the most entertaining thing to happen in a while.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they don't make the movie, I'll be honest.
I can't. Well, yeah, I don't either.
I'd rather have them not make the movie. I know that's mean of me, but all right, this thing is done. I'll fix his, what would you call these things hanging off his cuffs here? Just his cuffs, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, the little spikes?
Yeah. The bat
Fins? I have no idea.
fins. All right, I think this does it for me. It's cool enough. What a fun character to draw. I hope to draw him again sometime.
You will.
Yeah, one of these years.
All right. Next week we're drawing Azrael Batman.
That'd be a little redundant, but yeah, I don't know. Ezra got his hands on her, and I think they were joking around, but it just did not look good. It almost looked like she was wearing a neck brace or something, but it could have been a scarf. I don't know. Anyways, there it is.
All right. Well, for the one person watching, thank you for watching.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, no problem. So until next time, everybody.
All right, later.